Good evening, fuckers. Against his better judgment, God decided to let me live another day, and now I'm gonna make it everyone else's problem. About a month ago, I made a video where I went over video game consoles and rated them by how gay they feel, and it was received generally positively. Amidst the confusing wave of a bunch of negative comments and a bunch of new subscribers, there were a couple requests for me to do video game franchises. And I think that's a good idea, and it's making me question why the f I didn't lead with that. I selected a bunch of video games, both as full-fledged franchises. A lot of them are really just mainstay franchises, shit that's been around since the beginning, but I've also included some recent stuff, like the Cyberpunk series and the game that shan't be named that altered the vocabulary of an entire fucking generation. If you only give a shit about certain games, I'm grouping them by genre. So if you check the description, you'll be able to click through and see, oh, there's the adventure games, there's the puzzle games. So if you only care about a certain genre of game, you can skip over to that if you want, but you wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't deprive me of my watch time and skip ahead, would you? Why the fuck would you do that? Adventure, parentheses, fantasy, The Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is pretty quintessential, I'd say. I haven't really played many of the Legend of Zelda games just because I don't really care, to be honest. They seem fun though, they don't give me any kind of vibe either way, I'm gonna say straight. Metroid. Well, the main character of Metroid is a woman, and we all know men can't like women because women like dick, and that makes men gay, so therefore I'm putting that in pretty gay. Dark Souls slash Bloodborne slash any From Software game, basically. That is getting slam dunked right into homophobic just because that game hates everybody. I've never gotten the vibe that like a Souls game wants you to play it. You know what I mean? It just hates the concept of being played. It's homophobic, it's heterophobic, it's transphobic, it's racist, it's all kinds of the fucks. Devil May Cry. Okay, well quit the pussyfooting. Is he gonna cry or not? I mean, gameplay feels straight, but it is a little bit showy. We're gonna put that into a bit fruity. Cyberpunk 2077. I was gonna put it into pretty gay, but after thinking about the whole variety of LGBTQIA LMNOP characters, I feel like you could put that into flaming. Borderlands. Part of me is wondering why I started going through this category, because I don't actually know a lot of the games that are in it. Somewhere between straight and a bit fruity. I'll decide later when I'm editing. Fuck off. Hogwarts Legacy. World of Warcraft. I would call that straight. I don't even know anything about World of Warcraft. Hold on. Alright, Googling time. Isn't World of Warcraft the one that had like the panda dude? Hold on. Oh yeah, the Pandaren or whatever. I remember actually having a crush on these characters when I was a kid because I have brain damage. Just for that, we're gonna call it pretty gay. Kirby. Kirby is a weird one because I feel like it could go into any category. All I know about Kirby is that it's a fun platformer and the character likes vor. We'll call it a bit fruity. RuneScape. I'm assuming we're talking about the old RuneScape because fuck the new RuneScape. And I can't explain it, but it's giving me such pretty gay vibes. I gotta go with that. God of War. God of War I immediately wanted to say straight because of course, like what's manlier than just like being a god of war and just fucking shit up. And then I remembered that a lot of the game is based on Greek mythology. Adventure, modern slash realistic. To clarify the two adventure categories, fantasy is when it's like some kind of magical, fantastical bullshit. Modern and realistic is when it's something that could potentially happen in the realm of reality, possibly, but maybe not likely for the most part-ish. 1, Tomb Raider. Oh, that's straight. No, 100%, no shot, that's straight. Look at how sick these goddamn tits are, motherfucker. Them fucking pyramids. Awooga, eyes come out of skull. Habana. Assassin's Creed. I think I'd call that pretty gay considering how keen Ubisoft is to fuck you in the ass. Red Dead Redemption. I'd call that straight because the only people I know who actually enjoy that game are all incredibly straight. Grand Theft Auto. That's homophobic. I used to be a big fan of the game when I was younger, and I still enjoy playing it now, but you cannot deny, like, the game is just full of examples of why we can't have nice things. To be clear, I do love Grand Theft Auto. I'm just saying the average player base, I feel like, is, Metal Gear Solid. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards. Bit fruity. Resident Evil. You look at this woman and you tell me that this game is anything but straight. She would make me straight. The Resident Evil devs just saw the current trend of like wanting to have like an 8-foot tall goth mommy take care of you when they were like, word? The Last of Us. I never played the game, but ain't the bitches gay in number 2? Bit fruity. Death Stranding. Much like half of these games, as I'm coming to realize, I have never played Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, so I don't really have a good understanding. Hideo Kojima's a weird motherfucker. I feel like I could put him in any fucking category here. We are going to solidly put it right down the middle in a bit fruity. Half-Life. I tried playing Half-Life when I was a teenager, and I was very bad at it, so I'm gonna put it into homophobic because of fuck you. Role-playing games. Pokemon. Why am I announcing these like a sports commentator? I gotta go with straight, I think. Despite being all over the place stylistically, nothing really about it gives me like a showy or gayish undertone, and I also know way more straight people who like the games than like LGBT people or homophobic people for that matter. Not that I know that many homophobic people. unless there's something they're not telling me. Final Fantasy. Oh, that's gotta go in at least pretty gay, right? This game is so fantastical. I played Final Fantasy X like 20 times for no reason in particular, nothing at all, nothing really jumps out at me. It kind of depends actually. Final Fantasy's kind of all over the place. If we're thinking of like the heyday between like number 7 and number 10, I would probably put it in, let's do Flaming. I think I only have one thing in Flaming so far. We gotta bump the numbers, put that shit in Flaming. I'm gonna be honest, my only exposure to anything Bethesda is the ESO games, so we're gonna do a double combo of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Fallout we're gonna put in pretty gay, specifically because New Vegas literally exists. And Elder Scrolls, that's gonna be straight vibes. Kingdom Hearts, oh, Flaming. Flaming. Them's gotta be some of the most flamboyant motherfucking shits out there. Megami Tensei. Megami Tensei would be Flaming. Persona. Pretty gay. The Witcher, straight. We're not counting the TV shows here, so I don't really want to talk about what I would let Henry Cavill do to me. Postal. Okay, that's homophobic in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, the main character would just shoot a homosexual person in the head if I had a second thought, but I kind of respect it. I guess he would also shoot a straight person too. See, I guess it's kind of like how the Souls-like things I gave homophobic, purely because that they just hate everybody. Undertale, Flaming, if I have to explain why, I don't know how you're alive. Shooters. Call of Duty, homophobic, easy. Battlefield. I don't know enough about Battlefield. It kind of looks just boring. I don't know, I don't really understand the appeal of those types of games. So we're gonna go middle of the road, say a bit fruity, stretch down my back. Halo. Halo, we're gonna say a bit fruity. It is mostly run-of-the-mill, but it is very stylish. It is very cool looking. Counter-Strike, homophobic, easy. Destiny. Now, I was going to put this in homophobic. However, a friend of mine who actually plays Destiny reached out to me to send me some screenshots of in-game usernames, and no, that's Flaming. Apex Legends. This is actually the only battle royale I really have much experience with outside of like 2 matches. I'd say it's, let's go with pretty gay. Some of the characters there give me that vibe. Overwatch, that is homophobic. Bioshock. There's literally a character called Big Daddy. Yeah, no, that's gotta be at least pretty gay. Doom, that is straight. Ain't nothing straighter than literally going into hell and just killing every single motherfucker that you see, all in the effort to just get back a pet bunny. Is that true or was I lied to? Hold on. Yeah, so the bunny's name is Daisy, and there is literally speculation as to whether or not the entire game is basically just him trying to save the bunny. That is very sweet. That is very paternal. I'm gonna leave it on straight, actually. Fortnite. This is kind of funny to me, because the game itself feels like it's Flaming, but the player base feels like it's homophobic. So we're gonna go right down the middle, bit fruity, as normal. What the fuck was this motion? Why did I do, am I carrying a plate? What the fuck is this? Fighting. I might rapid fire through these because I don't really know how to gauge it, because there's both hot men and hot women, so I don't know. Street Fighter, we'll call that straight. Mortal Kombat, call that a bit fruity. Tekken, we'll call that pretty gay. Monster Hunter is also, actually, Monster Hunter is gonna be called Flaming, because all the people I know that like Monster Hunter are super homosexual. Mega Man. I don't really know anything about Mega Man, so let's just say that he's straight and call it a day. What happened to my foot? What happened? Sports. FIFA. It's actually kind of insane how EA just keeps auto-generating millions of Latin Americans every year to buy the game. Because I don't know who the fuck's playing FIFA. Like, do you know a person who plays FIFA? Do you? I don't. I don't think they're real. Same with people who play Madden either. I don't know the big, FIFA, Madden, and NBA 2K are all getting straight. I feel like there's too many things going into straight, but fuck you. I got 70 of these things to fill out. If you want to do a better job, you do a better job. Fuck you. I'll fucking kill you. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, on the other hand, we're gonna call that a bit fruity. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 is one of my nostalgia games for some reason, and Wii Sports is Flaming, obviously. Do I have to, like, it's just a vibe. It's like, you get it or you don't. Simulation, The Sims. Oh, The Sims is Flaming, easy. All I know about The Sims is that the target audience seems to be mainly bisexual women. Same with Stardew Valley, that's going in the Flaming as well. Animal Crossing, also Flaming. Actually, no, we're gonna knock that down to pretty gay because seeing Raymond's face makes me homophobic. Farmville. Farmville, we're gonna call that homophobic. The only people who ever played Farmville was your homophobic aunt on Facebook, okay? Like, that's all the target audience is. Minecraft. We'll go with straight. I know we're not technically using this as a metric for the decision, but the one side saying that the bees on Minecraft are trans, and then the other side of not being a idiot, I feel like it kind of just evens it out to just being normal. In the last simulation game we have, Microsoft Flight Simulator. That goes in every single category, baby. Microsoft Flight Simulator, sweet, baby. We're gonna fly a plane into the Jesus statue in Rio. Platformer, Super Mario Bros. Kinda tempted to do the Legend of Zelda route and call it straight. It is pretty quintessential. Sonic has gotta be Flaming because, holy shit, the terrible amount of things that franchise has caused. Crash Bandicoot, is very showy, very funny, pretty run-of-the-mill, bit fruity. Donkey Kong, I mean, the Expand Dong meme is pretty gay. I know Donkey Kong Country, those games are pretty hard, but I don't know if they go into like the From Software, like, making the game hate you level hard. We're gonna go with a simple straight. Spyro, gonna call that pretty gay. Puzzle and strategy. Tetris. What am I doing with my life? I'm talking to a camera right now trying to determine if Tetris is gay or straight. What the fuck is wrong? I could have been doing so many other different things with my life. I could have done so many things differently. I could be an engineer or a doctor saving lives. I could be a physicist studying how the world works, determining the next path for humanity forward in the best possible way. And instead, I'm sitting here pretending to be a gay wolf and rating how Tetris is on the LGBT spectrum. Anyway, I call it a bit fruity. Sid Meier's Civilization. I'm gonna call it homophobic because I'm so bad at the game that it makes me want to be homophobic. Portal. The main character kind of rubs me as a lesbian, so pretty gay. Super Monkey Ball. Oh, that's flaming. Easy. Literally every recent game is just the most kawaii, cutesy, over flamboyant shit. Have y'all been playing Banana Rumble? Have you seen this dude, Val, yet? I fucking love him. I would die for him, which is funny because he'll probably kill me. Fire Emblem. I've actually only played the original, well, not original games, but the ones that came out on Game Boy. I don't know if I think they're homosexual per se. We are gonna call that bit fruity. Party games. This is the category that I threw a bunch of the stuff that you would probably just play with a group of friends, not that competitively, unless you're me and will skin someone alive if they take your first place in Mario Kart. Speaking of Mario Kart, I'm gonna call it homophobic. No, let's do a bit fruity. We're gonna do a bit fruity. Actually, no, straight. We're gonna do straight. I can't make up my fucking mind and I'm going entirely off of vibes. Fuck you. Super Smash Bros. You mean to tell me you're smashing your bros? And you expect this to not be gay? Amogus. How the fuck am I supposed to give this any rating? The game is literally just like a few blobs in MS Paint running around and killing each other. Actually, I don't think anything is straighter than acknowledging the deep-seated human need to just cause bloodshed, so let's call that straight. Guitar Hero. Bit fruity. Worms World Party. I loved this game as a kid. I was so bad at it. It's fun, it's silly, it's not super showy, we'll call it straight. This video is bad. Well, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. If there's a video game that I forgot to include, no I didn't, fuck you. I don't feel like I have to say this because the people who are going to think like this aren't really gonna be convinced by me just telling them it, but this is entirely the most unserious thing ever. I'm not actually saying anything about the games that you play. I am merely here to shitpost and be an agent of chaos. That is my life's duty, and so it shall be. Shout out to the people who give me money to sit in front of a camera and talk about nothing for an hour. Over on Patreon, we got Gordon, Hakai Mono, Foxy Boy, Kyla Crane95, Fox Named Ari, Alley Cat VR, Jargy Roo, Theo Firefox, Serial Saurus, Maddo Kalos, Beast King Barbaros, Uber Bounty, and Joel. I had to take a breath, I'm sorry. As well, the 2024 donors on Ko-Fi: Apple Juice Dragon, Bees Churger, Dribby, Theo Firefox, Gordon, Levy, Enjoy.tj, and Welcome the Wolf. I believe that's everything. Oh, about next week. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to be going on vacation. There will still be a video next week, but if it seems a little bit weird, that's the reason why. There's no other reason whatsoever. Trust me. The ranking video game consoles by how gay they feel video ended up getting posted to Reddit, and I found it because I'm a fucking sleuth. It was generally really well received, but there was one comment that I wanted to address directly that was like, oh, imagine if someone made a video ranking stuff by how straight it feels. Wouldn't that be so offensive? That shit wouldn't fly today. And first of all, that's basically what I did, but just in reverse order. And second of all, I would unironically love to see that. Dude, that'd be badass. You can have like your own kind of section of tiers here. At the bottom, you can have heterophobic instead. It's actually a good idea. I would genuinely watch that video. Leave a comment if you would watch that video. I can enlist one of my straight friends to do it.